I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
That over there is the sexy August Gitchlag.
Oh, Matt Fox. You have to add that sexy in.
I did.
You got Foxy already in the name, buddy.
Adjective.
And that's Matt Fox over there across from me in our usual spots.
Yes.
Happy New Year, fellas.
Merry
It
New
is.
Year.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year. Yes.
So,
yes. We were fortunate enough to run into each other a few times during the holidays.
So we got an extra body on board. We're going to
We
get
do.
him in the second half. Aaron's just kind of hanging out for
Ron.
right now.
Hey,
Because we have some business to take care of up here in the first half.
We
And
got a pack show tonight.
the first order,
show.
first order of business. And but it's the house, but it's the what's
Haven.
Haven
House.
House.
So we're gonna get to
of
Aaron
Detroit.
and the Haven House of Detroit very, very soon. And we have our welcome cocktails.
Yes.
So cheers.
It was welcoming. I feel better already.
Cheers. And subscribe, leave a comment.
All the podcast things and all the podcast places.
Oh,
do
you got
that.
Do
Do
it.
that.
And so and the best thing you could possibly do is tell a friend.
You know, guys, I love it when we have an episode like this. And I've told you about
Mm.
I listen to a whole bunch of podcasts.
Right.
One of my favorite ones
When
is,
we do it right.
Yeah. Not even ours. You know,
Yeah.
we ranked 4th on my list of podcasts. to listen to. but we had they had Steve Young, the football player, was on Tony Kornheiser's whatever. And he's talking about they did an ad for a t-shirt. They read the ad about, Johnny O shirts, blah, blah. And Steve Young goes, hey, send me a box of that. And they go, what? He goes, yeah, send me a box of that.
box
And
of
then
that.
I'll wear it, but send me a box of that.
Box of that.
And it became a joke on the podcast all the time. Whenever someone talked about, they sent, they got these new potato chips. Oh, send me a box of that. We'll eat them on the podcast.
So
So this is one of those episodes where someone sent us a box of that.
somebody
fellas.
sent us a box of that, and we would like to welcome from Fresh Victor. We have Ken McKenzie. Ken, welcome to the Man Cave.
I'm almost disappointed his name's not Victor.
Yeah,
Right.
right. He's founder and CEO of Fresh Victor. He leads the first fresh pressed refrigerated cocktail mixer brand.
All right.
Disrupting expectations in the market. It is doing its thing out there in the beverage space,
Mhm.
and recently awarded Food and Wine's #1 margarita mix, which is kind of because he's an indie guy, right? He's not a big machine. He will be soon enough, but
There's some history there.
Margarita
with-
mix. I don't see any tequila out here.
I
I
didn't
don't know
bring-
what's in the box of that.
Oh, there's stuff in the box of that, and we're gonna pull out that box of that. But Ken, like I said, welcome to the Man Cave.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. And you gentlemen, each of you are the victors.
Oh, we
We're
know.
drinking Fresh Victor.
Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun.
not around me. Not around me.
Ah.
Man.
I was
Fuck that.
That
shit.
was on purpose. That was on purpose.
See,
I'm
I'm
a
the-
Spartan. I'm a Spartan.
I'm the
That's okay.
Michigan boy, but I got all my journalism endorsements from state. So there you go. And then I got my master's at Wayne State University, downtown Detroit. I got a lot of sweatshirts at home. Is what
Imagine.
we're saying. But enough about me, Ken. Before we get into the juices here, tell me about your childhood.
There you go. There, you're gonna get that too.
Okay.
Yeah, where you come from, Ken?
So I was born and raised in Northern California, Palo Alto, born at Stanford,
Oh, okay.
had a great childhood here, ended up actually falling in love with a girl from Guadalajara, Mexico.
Hmm.
Followed her down there and found myself in the tequila industry.
Oh, okay. So you came from the spirit side first.
I came from the spirit side first, and it was really a journey for me, more or less, because my tequila background prior to landing in Guadalajara was shots of mixto.
Oh, okay.
So when I actually landed, everybody looked at me like I was a monster. Like, what are you talking
Okay.
about? That's not how you drink tequila. And so once I really learned what an Epicurean spirit it truly is, it became a mission for me to really want.
that was a hell of a Stanford word you just pulled out. On us.
Epicurean?
Epicurean. Okay. All right.
Definitely, I think the preconceived notion, at least growing up in the 80s and 90s, was, hey, tequila is meant to be consumed in large quantities and
and
regretted
barfed
the
up.
next day.
Yeah,
Right?
that's exactly what it was. It was
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
100%.
That was in the 80s. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the newsletter I was getting. And,
Yeah.
It gets the job done
'Cause
quick.
I was in college.
Yeah.
That was
That's what you do.
that was the memo.
once you learn that just the Blanco alone from, agave being harvested every 10 to 12 years, there's so much mineral content and so much complexity that you learn that tequila in many ways is a lot more complex than most spirits in the marketplace. And so once that really occurred for me, or sparked in the mid 90s, it was a situation where I really wanted to share that with others.
Mhm.
And it became something that took up the next 20 to 25 years of my life.
All right.
In a good way.
Yeah. Kept you busy.
Kept me
That's
very
for
busy. As the industry and segment grew so much, I mean, when I started, there was really only a prevalent handful of 100% agave tequilas that I could rattle off. And it wasn't the ones that we're talking about today.
Well, now they're all owned by celebrities.
Now there was over 500 new registered marks in
Jeez.
2024.
Wow.
And in 2024 alone,
In 2024 alone. And so, for someone like me that started so long ago, just the barriers to entry for new category participants, for wanting to be a part of that segment when it's so competitive, and you're all vying for distributors, for account placements, for menus. It made a lot more sense to me to do something adjacent. And, my wife, being a lot smarter than I am in so many different ways, had reminded me, when you do these fresh mixers, please don't call them a margarita mix, in the sense that fresh ingredients can be used with essentially everything.
Right.
Rum,
Okay.
gin, tequila, whiskey, mezcal.
oh, trust me, that's how we use it. Yeah, we use
Bubbles
that.
for mimosas, beer for shandies, water for agua fresca. It really lends itself to whatever you guys are drinking.
The shandies haven't caught on down here as a mixed drink. I know about them. I've seen them.
Yeah.
We, in
There,
the
you
Midwest,
get the Line and Kugel
the
summer
Midwest,
shandy.
we get our Wisconsin summer shandies, but the old mixer shandy,
Yeah.
it's still there. It's still out there to do here.
Yeah.
One of the few.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one hasn't taken.
Right.
So, is there a tequila in particular that you're fond of?
That I'm fond of?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a go-to for
Oh,
you?
so many. I mean, if you look at El Tesoro, Ocho, Fortaleza, Casa San Matias, Cocoro, I mean, the list goes
Yeah.
on and on.
San Mateus. I like the San Mateus. I got turned on to that one. Holy crap. And the store that here had a barrel pick of the San Mateus.
Oh, really?
And it was like aged like 10 years or something. It was crazy, but the price was like really reasonable. I bought up 4 of the bottle.
Is your wife now?
We killed 2, and then the chief One Love helped kill off some, and then I bought 4 more. Anyway, I bought it. They had 4 left. Like, well, because when the barrel's gone, the barrel's gone.
Right.
It takes
And
a
I'm like,
village.
I loved it because the shelf one is really, really good, but this barrel pick was amazing. So Ken, getting into the mixers, let's get juicing, right? So this is like a crazy box.
Wow.
So what are we looking at here?
So we
Living in a box.
produce right outside of Lake Tahoe. It's on 90 acres. It's all solar run, no preservatives past the gates. And so these are being blended fresh and cold filled. And so it's actually a refrigerated product in the sense that it's fresh. And we produce 9 flavors now that are designed to be mixed with anything you like. So you can't go wrong.
Wow.
These are very cool.
Oh, dude, Catherine, my girlfriend's gonna go berserk over this.
Right. And this is the one. So we're pulling out, but ginger, pineapple, and ginger root,
That's gonna be her. Gotta keep that away
Mexican
from
lime, and
Catherine.
agave. But the one that really caught my eye and is still catching my eye, and I haven't cracked it yet. No, not the strawberry lemon. There's a pomegranate
Cucumber
one.
lime.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Where is
You can
it?
see we actually did not go through this yet, Ken. We're
Where
actually
is it?
They're
looking
still
at it
cold.
now.
Yeah.
They're cold in their hand.
Well, I did an unboxing, but then I repackaged it.
Yeah,
for
we
today.
weren't. The rest of us.
I
weren't.
love the live reveal.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're gonna get, buddy.
we haven't dived into them yet. But the one
We have
that
until April.
cactus
Yes.
pear, and pomegranate.
Wow.
This like really just.
Okay.
I was like, I need to get my mouth on that.
Yeah.
So that's that was worth it.
That was worth the bell.
So these are great. And what's fun about these, there's little cocktail recipes on the side of each, suggested
goodness.
cocktail recipes. So I brought out some fixins to do, and we can all kind of pick one that we like, and we can kind of make one if we want, or we can all do the same one. I don't know, whatever. I'm doing the pomegranate one. Some of these call for gin, some call for whiskey, some call for vodka.
So
some
you
call for
get the
tequila.
first. Are you doing the first draft pick?
I didn't bring the tequila. I want to do the
We got
pomegranate.
tequila in there.
I know. I didn't bring it
Full
out.
bar.
I didn't bring it out. But and here's the thing, Ken.
I'll go get the tequila. You're the voice.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
the smart
Ken,
ass. You're the voice. I'll go get the tequila.
so tell me a little bit about Fresh Victor and how did it really get rolling for you and escalate to where you are?
I think growing up in the 80s and 90s, one of the things that was so prevalent was the fact that mixers as a category had a bad name, and for good reason. They were high fructose corn syrup, neon green, cloudy, things that looked like it could withstand a nuclear winter. And so you just didn't want to. It was an afterthought. It wasn't something that you said, hey, let's go out and get mixers. It was, hey, let's go out and get tequila. And then, what can we just put with this?
Right.
And so when you looked at the industry on the whole, where there was really broad market opportunity was mixers constitute 2/3 of the glass, or most of what you're drinking within the context of the cocktail.
Yeah.
Why is it an afterthought? Shouldn't it be something that has really good focus? And then you come to think about it in a way of, I don't want anything in my glass that wasn't on my grandma's shopping list.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
But people don't do that anymore. It's all about shelf life. It's all about warehousing. It's all about keeping it for years at a time. I wanted to do the exact opposite. I wanted to say, hey, every time you drink something, you're going to drink a quality, fresh cocktail. And the only trade-off is you got to keep it refrigerated, and you only have a certain finite amount of time, 90 to 120 days, to drink it. That seemed like a very reasonable proposition to me.
Sure.
So the timeline to drink it, the bottles, and I can appreciate why you have that timeline, because the bottles are, they fit in your hand really nicely, right? They're not super huge, and you can get through this in probably 4 or 5 cocktails.
These are pints, or these 16 ounce?
16 ounce.
I like to say an evening, yeah.
Yeah, you can get, and that's the part of using it, until it's gone. A lot of folks will take a mixer, they'll stick it on their on their cabinet, and it'll sit there for the rest of their lives, and they won't use it at all. But this
buy cranberry juice for a party and see how long it sits in the refrigerator.
Right, right. My point.
Yeah.
So I'm really intrigued by the number of expressions that you have here as well. Who's the mastermind behind the expressions that we're looking at here? Is that something that you came up with yourself? Or?
Yeah, they're exotic mixes. Ginger root and pineapple, and Mexican lime and agave. It's like they're dynamic and interesting mixes.
So I do all the formulations, and one of the basis for this really comes from the industry itself. With tequila, having such a strong tequila background, one of the things that you really focus on is on premise. What do people want to see on menus? And then you back that up and say, what do bartenders want to use but don't like to use? Jalapeno is a difficult ingredient to use if you're cutting it up.
Sure.
Prickly pear and pomegranate, that's another one that isn't the easiest thing to use. Cucumber for cucumber and lime. And so it becomes an exercise of, what do we want to put in said bottle that can be used in so many different ways and make your guys' life so much easier?
Yeah.
But keeping to quality.
So who is your target market? Who are you targeting with these?
So it's an interesting mix. When you look at being able to supply a fresh mixer, you have several avenues. You have the on-premise, and so restaurants, bars, casinos, cruise ships, anywhere where you're going to drink there, concert venues, airports, anywhere where you want a better cocktail.
Okay.
Or a mocktail offering.
Sure.
They work perfectly that way too.
So yeah, this I just tried the pomegranate and cactus pear just straight up, and it's nice. It's not too sweet. I like sweeter things. but it's not too sweet on its own. And on the side of this fella here, Cactus Pear and Pomegranate, it has the Cactus Pear Cosmo, and I'm a sucker for a good Cosmo. So it's calling for 1.5 ounces in a vodka.
What'd you say? Put an umbrella in it and you're done?
That's it.
All right,
I'm a happy boy.
All right.
1.5 ounces of vodka, 3 ounces of the Cactus Pear and Pomegranate, and then a 1/2 ounce of triple sec along with a lime wedge. And yeah, so that's we're gonna try that bad boy. I'm gonna mix that one up. I'm doing myself a little.
And don't be afraid just
Cosmo.
to, do the 3 ounces of fresh Victor. And if you want to titrate it up to 2 ounces or 2.5 ounces of vodka and you're off to the races, it'll work.
So I just mixed the I just did the lemon sour,
I had
and
to retreat to get my readers. So
it calls for a rye. It calls for a rye whiskey, and I have an Elijah Craig here, and it looks like a proper cocktail that you would get at a high end restaurant. It's got that cloudiness to it. It's got and when you sip on it, you get that bourbon flavor. It's not the lemon sour doesn't overpower the rye that's in it.
I'm going pineapple ginger root. That's my draft.
All right.
All right. So here's my Aaron. Any of these tickling your fancy? We can make you one too.
I'm liking the jalapeno.
All right, do it, man.
He has access
On a stick. All right. So I did it with the measuring cups, and so
You're
Ken,
so proper.
yeah. Yeah. So Ken, that's the thing about you go to a fancy cocktail bar and you get the cocktail and you're like, I can do this at home. You try to make it, people try to make them at home and it's just never quite right.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
something
why they
that
can charge $18 a cocktail now.
something that we've learned
This will help that.
something that we've learned is the problem most people make when they get home is that they're pulling their juice out of a little plastic lemon or a little green bottle that's been in their fridge for 6-8 months. It's that store bought from concentrate or not from concentrate, whatever in the bottle. It's the fresh squeeze stuff that really makes the difference in a classy cocktail.
I'm going to say something I've never said on the show before.
Yes,
Okay.
please, man.
This tasted better without the booze in it. I thought the pineapple ginger root was delicious. I'm like, I'm going to crush this.
Can you pass me a?
I put a little bit of vodka in there. I'm like,
Let me see
oh
that.
man, get that vodka out of the way. This is a delicious
Can you pass me a
juice.
sampler cup there, Jamie?
Yeah.
And
I
that's
trust
the other part of our audience. Our target is really being able to say, hey, if you want to take that $18 cocktail and do it at home for between $1 and $2,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you want to be. Home is your new
Oh, yeah.
cocktail bar.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
we trust me, we know. As a person who bartended for 18 years,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah. So Ken,
Oh, wow, yeah.
you curate
juice.
That's good.
the mixes of 3 citrus and mint leaf and pineapple ginger root with this guy.
Grapefruit
It's,
and sea salt.
grapefruit and sea salt. I like
Yeah.
there's a little kennel on it.
Ooh, where's that one?
Here it is. So you curate these mixes. How do you go about getting the ingredients that you're playing with, and then how do you source this into a bigger batch?
Great questions. First and foremost, it becomes going to the source of where you can get the best ingredients.
Okay.
It's really important because it has to always be the same. It has to be, you have to set a standard that you can keep. And so it's not about buying things on the open market or saying who has the cheapest stuff or anything else. It's saying, hey, if you want Persian limes, you're getting all your limes in Tecomán, Colima, Mexico.
Mm.
That's where we're getting all of our limes.
Oh,
did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah,
We learned something every day here on the Man Cave Happy
Yeah.
Hour.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so the ingredients and the sourcing, being fair trade, being kosher, being non-GMO, being preservative free, all those things are of high importance because as people vet you, they really want to know what you're all about.
Mm.
And you want to be able to say, hey, I'm doing everything in the right way. And you want that level of consistency.
It's amazing.
We want each batch, we're testing the pH balances, we're testing batch to batch, we're making sure that it's exactly uniform and the same.
Yeah,
all the
you
way.
said that, and I realized just how non-super acidic some of this is
Yeah.
when you usually get that. Especially like I'm done with mimosas in general because I can't drink that orange juice anymore.
Yeah.
I'm a man of a certain age. Got to take my Prilosec.
Yeah.
Don't knock
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing about scaling it. You know what? You read these bottles and it's 3, 4, 5 ingredients. It's very simple. But for me to go from the kitchen to an actual run of this stuff took me 18 months to get the first formula right.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
I had a friend that opened a vodka company. It took them almost 2 years to get their first flavor that they thought was worthy of sharing with other people.
Trial and error.
Yeah. Okay.
Balancing the acidity against the bricks or the sweetness. I know you guys are going to cut this stuff against something. Every time I'm in Texas, I'm tasting people on this stuff. And the thing I love is when I see them drinking it straight and I'm like, hey, it's meant to be mixed. They say, hey, son, don't tell me how to drink.
That's
that's very Texas.
Hey, a depletion's a depletion, right? Like, I'm happy.
That's the thing. So many of the producers and the people we talk to, they say it's like, we don't care. Should it be on the rock? Should it be straight?
They say drink it however you like to drink our product.
It's just as long as you keep drinking it. Drink it however you want it. Just thank you for drinking it. It's easy to sell the first bottle. Right. You get a good marketing team. You have some good people working with you that connected us. You're a dynamic guy. People are going to try it because they like you. But are they going to buy a second bottle? I'm saying
that's
yes.
the story of celebrity and veteran vodkas and whiskeys.
Yeah.
You can always sell one bottle. Can you sell more than one?
Yeah.
Right.
I think you caused the fight here, Ken, because we'll be fighting over these.
Yeah, there's gonna be some thumb wrestling on who's taking what home.
I know where to get more.
So now is this retail?
Speaking of
right
distribution,
yeah.
It's
So
only mail order.
No, there's various ways to get it. We do sell it on the website, and we FedEx to the lower 48 states. And so it's really easy to get on the website. And you can curate the box any way you want it. You can get small bottles. You can get larger bottles.
Good to know.
Handles, because everybody deserves to have a party. You can go.
There's a tagline.
By distributor, it's more regionalized. We have a lot more on-premise distribution in the U.S., like in Vegas and in New York and in Florida, in California. Off-premise, we're just starting to turnkey like Total Wine and More here in California. We're just starting to turnkey some grocery.
Well, we're familiar with that strategy. We've had young companies on here. They're like, we want to do Vegas, cruise ships, Miami, places where people will go, try stuff and say, oh, how do I get that back in Chicago? Right. How do I get that back in Des Moines, Iowa? Yeah. And that's that's a strategy that we're familiar with. And to hear it, it's the Spirit strategy. To hear it in the mixer world, it kind of makes sense too.
Yeah, it does. You do what you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost worried, Ken, that you have too many. There's so many options.
It's funny depending on where you're sitting. From where I sit,
from which I can reach.
The consumer asks, "What are you working on next? How many new flavors are coming out?"
Oh, okay, I get it. I get that too.
For a distributor, they're saying, "Hey, 9 works really well. You're covering all the bases." And the great thing for us, I've got to say, of the 9 flavors, they're unique enough. I don't have a loser in the bunch. Each one tracks for the segment that it's addressing.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd agree. And as a bartender, you talked about the jalapeno thing. There's 3 of these here that would make my life easy automatically off the top in a non-fancy bar. Like we don't wear no leather aprons and shit, Yeah. That jalapeno lime would be the top one that I want behind my bar. Because that's the one that I could use the most of, that I don't have to work on so much. Where's that cactus one? That one I'd have to convince people, but that's the only one that I'd have. But I could invent something with that.
But that's nice.
Yeah, and it's nice though.
Yeah, it is nice.
No, but I could see like the immediate use for this.
So let me go back
immediately.
Aaron, you used the jalapeno and lime one, right?
Yeah, I did.
And how is that?
It's got a great heat to it.
It's got heat to it.
It's got heat to it. Yeah, at the very end of it.
What'd you add to it?
Vodka.
Yeah, it calls the side of this calls for vodka. Yeah.
Okay.
So to add that heat to it, I'm sure you spent some time, Ken, working on how much heat should actually be in this, right? So how long did that take you?
Yeah, that's it's almost like you researched this a bit.
Honest to God, we don't. We do not research jack.
No, we're just used to people.
We're lucky your name's up under your picture there, because otherwise we'd be fecked.
No.
When I first launched in 2017, the jalapeno came out. And I got to say, we had college kids writing into us saying, "Hey, we're using this weekend at the frat house as a dare."
Yeah.
And I thought, that
boy.
doesn't encourage a second
Like
drink.
ghost pepper booze mix.
Yes, I dialed it down by a good 22%.
That's
and-
funny. You hope you have that letter on the wall at corporate.
And
get
if
some more
you
Scoville
actually,
units,
Aaron,
please.
if you take a taste of that, what I'm most proud of is that you retain the vegetable taste of the jalapeno on the back end there, on the back palate. And a lot of times people just address the heat element. You know, hey, I'm just going to crush you with the heat. I love the heat, but I also love the fact that you can taste the actual jalapeno as a vegetable. And we use it in a lot of different ways. We use it to make ceviche. We use it as marinades to grill fish on the grill because the agave caramelizes
there you
it.
go. Consume it how you want to consume it. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Especially
There we go.
what is your what's your top selling most in demand?
By far the Mexican lime and agave.
That's I'm
the one
mixing that. I'm mixing
that's
that
what
one
I
right
got.
now.
Yeah.
I got a little
Agave.
trace agaves.
Yeah.
San Francisco tequila.
Añejo. I like the trace agaves. It's
Yeah.
reasonably priced, and you can just
Good
put this in a glass
Yeah.
and just sip it, or ice and sip it,
On
and
a,
it makes
on a
a
podcast
beautiful.
like this and the amount of booze we go through, we are all about bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Like, what is your go-to that you drink at home, that you get the best flavor for the right price?
You're onto it. And I got to tell you guys, you know, one of the most gratifying things for me after 28 years is having a tequila brands along the way. You're basically
growing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're basically vying for menu space, for shelf space at stores, for all these different things. When you have a mixer brand, you're going to the dance with everybody.
Ocean spray, going to dance with Sprite. You know, everything. Right.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Here's another advantage that I see, because every state is different. Federal laws, local laws on moving and shipping alcohol.
Right.
Yeah,
but
not-
moving and
not for
shipping
this.
the mixers.
Yeah.
How much regulation do you face? Because we talk a lot to the bourbon makers, and just even the trouble they go through with just their damn
Oh, getting their
label.
labels. The beer guys and their labels. Is
So
insane.
what's
what's impeding you out there?
yeah, what's your journey like on getting this to people? Is it pretty easy because it's just juice?
Well, everything's a trade-off, isn't it?
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Good
So
answer.
it felt like I was training at altitude with handcuffs on and being shoved out of a plane without a parachute.
Okay.
And then we started this in 2017. And the thing that we really experienced was we don't have the federal or state by state regs in the same way that alcohol does. And so that was fantastic. That felt amazing because you could do so much more.
But with a fresh juice, you still have to have health department crawling up your butt, like in the
So
agriculture and
there's-
everything else.
Yeah, there's that. But it's also, you know, what is really, when you say what impedes you, or what really is probably the thing that I think about when I go to bed and when I wake up,
What's
is
really grinding your gears? Yes.
the refrigerated distribution of freight.
There you go.
Okay.
You know, that's fair.
Because hey, it's
Makes
got to be fresh, Victor.
Makes me think.
That's
What
right.
was that old movie with James Dean with all the water
Almost
rushing
in a
out of the?
spit take.
Yeah, I know.
Almost in a spit take.
Almost as spit.
What was the old James Dean movie where all the ice? They tried to ice all the.
Oh, yeah, giant.
Giant, yeah. They
Yes.
tried to ice all the lettuce, and it's all pouring out. And they're like, "We have to distribute the lettuce," and there's like this water pouring out of the side of train cars. I'm like, "Oh man, early challenges."
That wasn't It's a Wonderful. That wasn't in It's a Wonderful Life.
No, don't get me into my Jimmy Stewart.
All right, all
There's
right,
not.
all right.
That's a different show. Why is it a different show?
So, well, getting it there fresh and chilled is a
Damn
challenge.
it, Clarence.
I can imagine the packaging that it came in.
You all right?
That you shipped this to us was very intense.
In a good way.
Does that? And yeah, I mean, it was, and it's been keeping cool in my Michigan refrigerator, my garage.
Yeah, the old Midwest fridge. Yeah.
So,
That's great.
how big it's when you're shipping them out? Do they all go out in package containers like that?
Yeah, so that, like you guys were saying, everything's an iteration. And so you start with kind of a baseline of, hey, we want to get the stuff out there. We want to figure things out. We want to know what's best practices. And using FedEx is a great resource to be able to get it out to people within a day or two. Our packaging has certainly evolved over time.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
And I'm happy where it is right now for the consumer. I think that we do a really good job of getting the 16-ounce bottles or the 64-ounce bottles out to people. And we've been getting a lot of positive feedback, especially in the last couple of years.
This is fun. That
Yeah.
pineapple ginger root is a cocktail on its own. That's that mocktail. I would serve that.
Yeah, this is you can tell after I drink it with the booze in it and without the booze, it is, like you said, it's meant to be mixed. So it's like it's not concentrated.
No,
It is drinkable, but it is I see that you guys, that balance had to be a real piece of work, and I applaud you on that, because I think you got it right for the 3 that I've tried.
Well,
Thank
and
you very much.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. It's I mean, I went back to, you go to the cocktail bar and you're like, I can do that at home, and you go home, you're like, I apparently can't do that at home.
Well, it also took, it took 18 minutes for you to get your $18 cocktail,
Right.
because they got to go grind things and mix
Right.
things.
muddle.
So-
slap and mint.
Tips. But I think this levels that playing field for people at home, and then is not a wonderful daddy's little helper, Santa's little helper behind the bar.
it's a great secret. Don't tell anybody.
It is a cheat code.
No, tell everybody.
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
No, like my favorite cheat code in the past was is it Goya
Yeah.
brand
Uh-huh.
2 liters of their ginger beer.
Mm.
That was a cheat code for making drinks,
Oh yeah.
because everyone's paying all this money for Barrett's and all this stuff, and it's like, no, they got the perfect ginger beer in a big 2 liter. Do it under the bar, and like, oh, we got the perfect ginger beer. Oh my god, where'd you get your mix?
Ken was agreeing with you.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
yep,
a cheat code for people.
That's what you need. I compare mixology so much to baking. The ratios
Okay.
and levels of ingredients are so important for balance, because when it's off, it's really off. With this, you can dial the ratio up or down on our mixers versus the booze versus the sparkling water, however you want to use it. It's really easy and fun to do, and you can make it as complicated as you want. If you want to add 6 more ingredients to our stuff, by all means, go for
That
it.
was my next question: is what is the most combined that you hear about? Like, who's combining what here?
Oh yeah, you could add, from a formula
Of your mixes, like who's doing this and making a cocktail? Like, what's the one you hear about they're throwing together the most?
Variations on everything from different styles of margaritas, palomas.
That's
when you
this is
incorporate
made from
bitters,
Margaritaville, right? I get it.
It's just so easy. And when you substitute rum for daiquiris, or you substitute vodka for salty dogs, there's just so many directions you can go in from a base level. And then the more complex, or the more, you want to say, make it your own.
Mhm.
I love when people do that, because I feel like, hey, they're really paying attention to us.
Whiskey sour. No, they are absolutely. Oh yeah, whiskey sour. Oh yeah.
Mhm. The lemon sour, it really turns up the
So that's the
whiskey
one
sour.
that I
Yeah.
stayed away from, because I feel like that's the one that I would most likely do on my own. So I was going for the stuff that I wouldn't do on my own.
I'll
So-
tell you guys what's really pleasant with a bourbon or whiskey is the 3 citrus and mint leaf really lends itself to a really nice smash.
Mm.
I
julep.
never would have thought to put that in bourbon. I mean, I get pissed about mint juleps sometimes. They're too minty.
Oh yeah.
Mint is such a dominating spice. It's it's a
Mhm,
weed in the
mhm.
garden. It goes berserko. But
It's-
That's another one I'm proud of. Yeah.
send it over here.
there you go.
Send me
The
couple ounces of that.
Yeah, it calls for, their recipe is calling for a white rum, but I can see definitely a bourbon, mixed with that.
If only we had some Elijah Craig laying around.
Oh no, look
Oh,
at that.
It is.
What happened?
Wow.
These are phenomenal, Ken. I just have to say, I am so intrigued by every single one of these. I think I will have to fight these guys, and we're
It's going to be
have
like
a
a
throwdown.
draft. It's going to be
Throwdown
There's going to be a draft lottery.
Oh,
And we're going
draft.
to do it.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're going to do a draft.
All right.
So when it calls,
Yeah.
when it calls for
Starting by looks,
a
draft
mock-
first. So
a
I'm up.
mocktail version, it's water it down or a little more club soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any one of these would make the ultimate, non-alcoholic Shirley Temple type drink with your soda or your Sprite.
Sure.
Any one of these will keep the kids happy. Keep the dry January assholes happy.
No, I do have to shout out to for the mocktail side with Little Saints. I'm going to bring them up, but even the Little Saints stuff wouldn't mix well with this. I think.
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
No, that is a dominant flavor of its own. It's a whole different
so?
product. No,
You think so?
different thing.
Huh?
Different thing.
Yeah,
No,
different.
I'm gonna have to poo-poo that
All
one.
right. Well,
Uh,
I just mean. Sorry.
Yeah,
all right,
they're-
we're
they're
doing
a
a
different
Are we
animal.
doing a draft? You said we're doing a draft here?
Okay.
Kick him in. Okay.
Well, as far as what we're taking home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ken, is there anything else that we should know a little bit more about Fresh Victor that you'd like to share with us this evening?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, it's just a project of love. It's something that we took very seriously from the beginning when we saw the opportunity to really improve on the way people drink. And wanting to use fresh ingredients, wanting to cold press, wanting to do all these things, we discovered very quickly were difficult industry things to do. I can't
doing it
tell
right
you-
sucks. Doing it right is hard.
Yeah, I
There's
can't
no,
even tell
corn
you
syrup in
guys.
here, buddy. There's no corn syrup. It's you're using the good stuff.
Well, and how many times people came to me, whether it was distributors or accounts or anything else, and say, "Hey, can you make it shelf stable?"
Yeah.
Can you-
No,
you know,
you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. That has to be like
yeah.
the most number one thing.
And so for us, it really is something that we're proud of, that we're proud to share. It's made for family and friends and celebrating and actually having people at the table. I grew up in that way with a really big family where we, a Scottish Mackenzie, a Scottish family with 6'2", and I'm not a small man, but I was the smallest guy in my family. Five
Big,
uncles.
big log hurlers up there. Those big, what are they called? Cable tossers?
Cabers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The caber toss.
Caber tossers.
Scottish games every year. You know it.
I'm well aware. McCrae is my mom's side.
Yeah. So like when we
NAC,
culminate
CRA.
together, it's about what are you drinking? What are you eating? And this is something that we really wanted to lend to be able to say, hey, whatever you like and whatever ratio you want to have it at, by all means, we're here for you.
Well, Ken, I love it. People can find you on the line, freshvictor.com, and then Fresh Victor Cocktails on the socials, right?
Mhm.
Do I got that right?
You got that right. And we created a code for your audience that if you just put in Man Cave 20, you get 20% off.
Oh, wow, right on.
Oh,
What?
no.
Man Cave 20. Man Cave 20.
I just wrote it down. I just wrote it down.
Oh, you won't remember that one?
And now
All
you
right.
guys know where to find me. So just all I need is an address and
Yeah.
an email, and I can send more stuff out to you.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
You're
that's,
amazing.
Happy.
yeah, it's that's
You know what I look forward to? I look forward to the first on-premise joint in the Detroit metro area that is using your product,
Mhm.
and we'll go live from there.
there it is.
We'll go live from there. If you find a restaurant, a bar, a hotel in town that's using your stuff, we would love to go there. We love going
Give them
off-site.
some love.
We
yeah.
can get out of our comfort zone here, and we do usually about 5-6 a year
yeah,
on
out
premise
the
on
road.
local like new bars or new places.
Mhm.
Let's
Challenge
work on that,
accepted.
and we'll help you
Yeah,
with that
great.
too, because we'll suggest it.
Yeah. So
it.
awesome, Ken. Thanks so much.
This is wildly
Yeah.
amazing.
One of the
Really,
better
really
products we've
amazing.
had on here, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It means the world coming from you guys. Thank you so much for having me on and your time.
Oh my God. Thank you.
I truly appreciate it.
And we'll have all those codes and the discount code in the links and your links down in the links. And
And I'll share the links, and we'll all share the links.
yep,
Yep, we're gonna share away.
that's cool. So,
Ken, thank you
Fantastic.
so much.
Thank
Really
you, Ken.
appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
all right,
Cheers,
we'll-
sir.
We'll talk to you again soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.